Hey guys, it's me, Kyle, DJK, and I'm here with another quick update video. By the time this goes out, I would have finished my 24-hour live stream for Bipolar UK. Now, if you're just watching this for the first time, it's been shared, it's popped up in your newsfeed, whatever. I'm doing a 24-hour live stream set for Bipolar UK to raise money for the charity. It's 24 hours, me playing music, obviously DJing my little socks off, to just promote a bit of awareness, a bit of love, and raise money for a fantastic cause. So thank you so much to everyone who's donated already. It really means so much to me, so thank you. Like I said last week, I'm just going to reiterate, if you can't donate, I completely get it, I really do. What I would ask, if you can't donate, is I'll post some links to some extracurricular reading, if you will, a bit of understanding about bipolar, mental health conditions, how you can help, most importantly, someone who's going through any sort of mental health. Please take some time to read them and learn. It's some interesting stuff, guys. So yeah, if you can donate, fantastic. If you can't, please read. Share this video, something just to help destigmatize mental health, and just raise awareness for the people and the families, because it's not just the people involved, it's the families and the friends that are involved that are impacted by this. Now, what I want to really try and quickly do, but it never ends up being quick when I do these sort of quick videos, but I will try and keep it short, is explain a little bit about bipolar, and what it's like in a day-to-day life. So we're really going to start with the depression, the mania, what that means, and what kind of a daily life of someone who has it is. Now, we're going to go off my examples. I just want to completely say from the straight off, this does not represent everyone who has bipolar or any kind of variations. For example, obviously I've got the ultra rapid, so this does not reflect everyone who's got that. Everyone's experience with it, as it is with every mental health, is different. This is just my experience with it, and we're going to talk about what it was like for me unmedicated and drinking. So let's start with the easy one, right? Depression. Now, this little list will be somewhere, so please read along with the class. We're going to start with the 1 and the 0, because that's the bit that's going to be the scales here. Feeling of hopelessness and guilt, thoughts of suicide, little movement, impossible to do anything. Endless suicidal thoughts, no way out, no movement, everything is bleak, and it will always be like this. That's not fun. That is kind of the same as to anyone who's got severe depression, when you're at the point where you can't even get out of bed, you can't do anything, you just don't want to move, you don't want to be involved with people. You're at the point where you genuinely believe that your life, other people's lives, will be better off without you in it, that you've got nothing to contribute to society, that you would not be missed. And that is an upsetting place to be, and I wish anyone who's in that place, that's not the case, guys. You are loved and you will be missed. Please talk to someone if you're feeling like that. And I completely get that when you're in that low place, because when you're there, you're that low, you don't want to speak to anyone. You just want to tell everyone and do one, and you just want to hide in bed and cry. But please, 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 please try your best, and I believe in you to be able to reach out and help yourself and help others help you. So that's your depression side of things. Not good. A lot of people who have bipolar will kill themselves. That is as flat out as I can put it. The rate of suicide in people of bipolar compared to the general population is significantly higher by a fair bit, and that is concerning to me as someone with bipolar, and for someone who cares about other people. The fact that many people are killing themselves because of this condition upsets me. There's no two ways about that. And it's not just because of the depression. We're going to talk about mania. We're going to go for 9 and 10. Lost touch with reality, incoherent, no sleep, paranoid, and vindictive reckless behaviour. Total loss of judgment, exorbitant spending, religious delusions, and hallucinations. complete opposite, right? And that's the whole concept. You're down here and you're up here. It's weird. It's so weird because you're not in control of your body. You're not in control of your mind. You're doing stuff and you don't remember it, or you don't understand why you're doing it. You think you're on top of the world, but you're really not. To the point where you've got this inflated self-esteem, you've got lost touch with reality, and you think any idea is a great idea. And you often take up multiple simultaneous tasks that are counterproductive, as it says. And likewise, guys, just to reiterate, this is not a full list of symptoms. This is just a general guide. But you're so high and you don't know what's going on. You might think it's a great idea to go and buy a house that you can't afford. Or you might go and buy a car that you can't afford. You might go out and think it's a great idea to pick a fight with someone because you think you're double-R'd like Bruce Lee and you think, yeah, I can have him. You're doing these really stupid things and you're so manic and you're so crazy in your own mind. I use crazy obviously in the least offensive term. But you're so out of your normal mood that you're just, it's not you and it's not your behaviour. And that's scary. So that's your mania, that's your depression. Now I'm going to quickly say this. The way I can explain these sort of moods is the severe depression. You could be told the best news in the world. You could get promoted, you could get loads of money, your mum could just have beaten cancer. It could be the best day of your life. But that doesn't matter. You're still severely depressed. Nothing's changing that because your brain chemistry has flipped into that state. So you could be hearing this fantastic news and still want to kill yourself. On the complete reverse, you could be hearing the worst possible news and not process it and not deal with it when you're at the manic side. You could be told, yeah, you know how your mum just beat cancer? Turns out she didn't. You know that money we gave you, actually you owe us $1 million. All these sort of things. You could be hearing the worst news in the world and you'll still be like, yeah, it's fantastic, it doesn't matter, who cares, let's go. And that's equally scary because you're going to come down from that mania and all of a sudden everything you haven't dealt with and you haven't processed is going to catch up with you. And all of this stuff, the highs and the lows, you cycle between. So you're not stable, you're not kind of just there. Because obviously normal mood swings for people are completely normal. You will feel high and you will feel low. Generally it will kind of look like there, maybe a bit of a down and there and there. Not too much. Whereas, for example, like myself, with my rapid cycling of my medication, it would be boing, 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 boing. I'm back here somewhere and around there and flippity, floppity, flipping. And before you know it, you have no clue what your mood is doing. And that is so scary. When this isn't just happening over like a space of a week, this is happening over the space of a day. You can have multiple mood changes that are significant within a day. That's very difficult to deal with, and it's very difficult to deal with for other people as well, because you don't know when you might speak to me in person at work and I'll be happy, bubbly, fantastic, everything's great, let's go, and then all of a sudden a minute later it's like, I don't want to talk to you, leave me alone, I'm going to go home. And that is difficult for people to deal with because they don't know how to approach you, don't know how to talk to you, don't know how to help you, because you don't know how to help yourself in that point. So an example of a kind of a day is generic with the rapid cycling side of things. You could wake up, maybe you're feeling okay, maybe you're not. Let's say you're in the middle. All of a sudden you're getting changed, you're putting your shirt on, you're getting changed. Vroom, you've dropped down, you're seriously depressed. Right now you've got to somehow make yourself get changed and go to work, because you've already called in sick a few times saying that you're physically throwing up. And there's only so many times you can lie about your mental health by being physically ill, because that's apparently more socially acceptable. Because maybe your boss doesn't understand, maybe they don't get it, maybe your colleagues don't understand. So you feel it's better for me just to go, oh, I'm feeling sick, than actually go, yeah, do you know what, I'm so depressed I can't get out of bed. So you're there, somehow you manage to do it, you get your change, you get going, you're driving to work, and you're thinking, do you know what, I could just drive this into a tree, I could just kill myself right now because that would be easier. But all of a sudden, you've gone up. And you're now thinking, I'm the best driver in the world. Lewis Hamilton, get out of here, zoom zoom, And it's just as dangerous because you're now driving like a reckless idiot. You're going 70 mile an hour at a 30, thinking, yeah, I'm so good. If anyone walks out in front of me, I'll just jump the car over them. Not a problem. That's equally as dangerous, guys, if not worse. And yeah, you finally get to work. Maybe you've leveled out a bit now. And maybe you get a little bit of an hour or two. You're gently, you're maybe a little bit low, maybe a little bit high, maybe you're normal. And then all of a sudden it will change again, and it will change again. And then by the time you get home, you've had significant changes, and you're drained. You're so tired because you've been dealing with all these emotions, all these mood changes, and you just want to go to sleep. But maybe before you go to sleep, you get manic, so you can't sleep for another couple of hours because you're so manic all over the place that you just can't do it. And then you crash, and then because you haven't kept your routine, you haven't got enough sleep, it all continues and rolls and snowballs. And that's kind of your general day. You go from wanting to kill yourself to wanting to go and fund an orphanage, to I'm going to go and murder everyone, to let's go be a missionary in Uganda. Like, yeah, I'm kind of being facetious, but I'm really not at the same time, because it is as dramatic as that. So that's kind of what it's like to live at when you're at the point when you've been dealing with this, that you just can't take it anymore. You can't deal with all of this stress and all of this lack of understanding of your own brain. And if you can't get your help and you can't work on it, you put yourself in a very bad position, and it means you don't know what's going to happen with the rest of your life and what you're going to do, because there's only so many times you can call up your friends and explain what's happening before you start to think that they don't want to hear from you. And there's only so many times you can Google the same article before it just means nothing to you, and you're there reading all this stuff telling you, oh, it's going to be okay, it's going to be fine, but your brain's telling you it's not, and it's hard to argue with inside your head. And you're at that point where you genuinely think, well, even when I'm manic, I'm not happy, because I know it's not great. And even when I'm depressed, I'm just not happy. The hour a day I'm normal, is that really worth it? I can't have a relationship, I can't have friends properly, I can't progress at my job, I can't do what I want to do, I'm a slave to what's going on. Why do I want to continue that? And that's the point that a lot of people reach, and the point I have reached myself, where you just get to that point where you kind of just go, all right then, let's stop here. And that's sad. That is sad. Luckily for me, I got out of that point. I had friends and family that helped me. I got friends and family that pushed me to get the help I needed. And now that life, that me over there is completely different to the me over here. Completely different. They are worlds apart. I would not recognise that me now, which is fantastic. Because I'm on my meds, because I'm not drinking, because I've got my support infrastructure in place, because I've got my coping mechanisms in place. That's how much of a change it can be, and it's fantastic to be in that change, but it's so difficult for that change to happen. So yeah, that was my quick, still could talk for hours on this, my quick discussion about what bipolar is and how it affects your day-to-day life. It ruins friendships, it ruins family, it ruins work, it ruins your brain. It's not fun. Not fun at all. Just like every mental health condition isn't fun. They're all pretty poor. I will leave you with a couple of quotes if I can remember them correctly as I'm saying them. Now, one of them is having bipolar is not knowing whether Tigger or Eeyore is going to wake up making your decisions for you for that day. And that is so true. Just because you were happy last night doesn't mean you're going to be happy tomorrow. That's not a fun place. Now, as well, there's another quote that I have that particularly rings true for me. Is, am I happy because I'm happy, or am I happy because I'm manic? Am I actually happy of what's going on, or am I just a bit manic? Not knowing whether your emotions are actually your emotions, or whether they're a symptom. Am I upset because I'm genuinely upset about the way someone's treated me or something that's happened, or is that a symptom of my condition? Am I genuinely happy about the news I'm hearing? Or am I just having a bit of a manic episode? I don't know. That's concerning. Not knowing where the symptoms end and you begin is another one that's, yeah, not knowing where the symptoms end and you begin. What's me? What's the condition? Now, there was a few more I had, but I've forgotten them. Go me. So I'm just going to pause this, find one or two more to share with you guys, because I think often I ramble, hence why I'm at 15 minutes in this video, which was supposed to be like a 2-minute video. So I'm going to find some quotes from people who've put it in better words than I do. So hold the line, caller. So I found a couple that I wanted to share with you guys. I'll pop these again somewhere here. First one. I hate when I tell someone that I have bipolar and I see the look of terror in their eyes. That's so true. And that's so true, I believe, of any mental health condition. When you tell people who don't understand and they look at you like, hang on, are you about to... I don't know. And that's not good in on itself. Now, a bit on the rapid cycling stuff here, these two, because I feel it's very important to raise awareness, not of just the normal bipolar, but obviously rapid and ultra rapid. I have a type of bipolar that swings up and down all day. There are significant mood swings within a day, within a week, within a month. I go through at least 4 major episodes a year. That's really the definition of bipolar rapid cycle. But I have ultra rapid, so I have tiny little episodes all day long. And that's what I was trying to get across. This one's cool because it's got a picture. Rapid cycling feels like a large roller coaster, but one that is never ending, with highs and lows of unknown duration and unknown height/depth, going around over and over again. The depression of knowing you'll fall, and the happiness when you're climbing up. The anxiety when you realise you're going to start falling again at any moment. And that last bit there rings true, because the anxiety of knowing you might catch yourself just for a minute, especially as you start to become more aware of your condition. You might catch yourself going, I'm feeling a little bit depressed. Oh no. Boom, you're there. But you've had that moment of anxiety for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, an hour, where you know you're going to be low and you're trying to do everything you can to stop it, but it's not stoppable. Same with the highs. You're thinking, oh no, I feel like I'm getting manic. I feel giddy. How do I stop this? Oh no, I know if I'm going manic, I'm going to probably go depressive. And oh no, all of a sudden, before you've even got to an episode, you've made yourself significantly worse. Now, last one, because I'm going to end on a positive note here, guys. Especially because this video has turned into a massive long rant, so sorry. But again, I could go on for hours more about this. I hope it's been helpful for you guys. I really do. Even if you get halfway through this and think, what is this guy talking about? Maybe you hate looking at me talk. Don't blame me. Read some of these articles, learn a bit more, share a bit more, talk to people who have these conditions. People who have them and who understand themselves will be happy to have these conversations. Not everyone who has a mental health condition will be, though. Be completely aware and be completely prepared for people who have a condition to tell you to do one and they don't want to talk to you about it. Be prepared for that, because not everyone's going to be in a position where they want to or can talk to you about it, okay? So, last one. Bipolar disorder is a challenge, but it can set you up to be able to do almost anything else in your life. And I love that one. I really do, because it is so true. If you can get on top of your bipolar, if you can manage it, and to an extent, obviously every mental health condition, if you can get on top of it, you have beaten one of the biggest challenges in life. You've kicked the arse of your brain. If you can do that, and then you're in control of yourself, even if you still have these episodes, but you're in control of them, you can help yourself in them, you've set yourself up to really smash out anything and everything that you want to do. And that's fantastic. And if you can do that and you can master yourself, you can do pretty much anything you want to do in your life, and have that belief you can do it, guys. So yeah, that's that, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this has been educational. It's not been easy in places for me to film because I'm trying to not let my emotions come across too much, because I know I've got to be in control of my own mind and my own emotions, and if I get myself in a bad place, I might struggle to get out of that. So I've tried not to let it get too much, but I hope it's been helpful and you can kind of see and understand what it's like to be in those situations, guys. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope this has helped you guys. Please get involved with the donations. Please get involved with sharing. The next one on these videos is probably going to be Wednesday. It's not going to be as long as this. So yeah, love you guys. Stay safe, stay sensible, stay beautiful. Have a good day. Bye bye.